Alright, Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers to the four corners of the earth, teaching this word in truth and sincerity. Okay, now I'm going to name the title of this lesson, the Memorial Day for the Children of Israel will be when America is destroyed. Alright, which we know is in the scriptures, the virgin daughter of Babylon the Great. And I'm going to say that again. The Memorial Day for the children of Israel is when America, Babylon the Great, is destroyed. Okay, and this lesson is also due to because it's so-called Memorial Day weekend, and if you don't know what that is, it's another pagan holiday that the Heavenly Father did not give us, that a lot of our people in Israel are celebrating, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all follow everything, every holiday that the Heavenly Father didn't give you, but you don't follow the holidays that the Heavenly Father did give you. For the Purim, the Passover, the Feast of Pentecost, okay, the Feast of Tabernacles. All right, and that's just a list of few. But to go on, our people are heavily celebrating in these pagan holidays, which Memorial Day is, it's a day for, Memorial Day is a federal holiday in the United States for remembering the people who died while serving in the country's armed forces, All right, and then there won't be no holiday for you people that's going to be destroyed in this world, in this Third World War, man. All right, won't be any of that, because ongoing with this World War III. Hey, we need this to come, man, because the kingdom of heaven will not come until America is destroyed. And this is what the true men of Yahawah, right, the Heavenly Father, who you people know as God, all right, and His Son, only begotten Son, which his name is Yahawashi, who you people call Jesus. Okay, this is what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting for the Heavenly Father to send His Son back, so this place could be destroyed. And prior to the Heavenly Father sending His Son back, we have the different prophecies that still have to come to pass, that we're patiently waiting on. The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, the RFID microchip, all right, which is in Revelations 13, 16, and 17. Okay, you got the race wars and the famine, these different things, but ultimately World War III. Okay, this is why the Heavenly Father have all these nations being gathered in the Middle East. Okay, because He has a controversy for Zion. All right, He has a controversy with the nations. All right, but without further ado, I want to dive into these scriptures, right? Because for when America destroyed, it's going to be a more memorial for the children of Israel. Okay, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a rejoicing day. All right, because just want to make a few points. When the kingdom of heaven is established, which will be here on earth, and will be the Israelites in rulership and righteousness, there will be no more sorrows of our people. Okay, and I'm speaking on the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans of Negro and Indian descent. Won't be no more sorrows for you. These curses that apply to us, that's in the Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, they'll be lifted up from us. There won't be no pain. There won't be no more wickedness on earth. You won't see our people, homeless and bums on the street, selling drugs amongst each other, killing each other daily. Unhealthy, dying for all these unhealthy reasons, diabetes, gout, cancer. It won't be none of that. You gotta force your kids. They'll be able to go outside and play. You won't have to watch them. Being scared that a rapist or a pedophile might grab them up. There's just so many different things that we won't have to worry about in the kingdom. And this is what the true men of the Lord want. We want the earth established in righteousness. And in order for that to come, America, Babylon the Great has to be destroyed. So that will be a memorial for the children of Israel. Okay. So without further ado, Hebrews 13 and 14. It says, For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Right? And what's that city that we seeking to come? The kingdom. Because here we don't have no continuing city, man. This is slavery for the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man. The oppressors rule over us. Okay? This is hell. Alright? Because we know hell is a condition. Alright? And we are all living in hell. Okay? It's a condition being played out on earth. Okay? And also hell also represents the grave. Okay? So read it again. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Okay? Now let's go into I said no more sorrows and pain, right? Now first let's get the curses, because the curses will be lifted off of us. Alright? Revelations 22, I'll start at verse 21, is verse 1. It says, And he showed me a pure river, a water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb. And in the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse. Okay? When we read the curses that we have applied to us in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Okay? From the 15th verse to the 68th verse. It says, But the throne of the Most High and the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. Right? And this is speaking of the kingdom. Okay? Verse 4. It says, And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. Okay? So, and this is what we want, okay? The curse is lifted off us. Just pure righteousness. To be able to serve the Heavenly Father, follow his laws, statutes, and commandments, fully, because they'll be written in our inward parts, that is the new covenant, for the children of Israel only. Hebrews the 8th chapter, the 8th verse. That we won't be able to teach our neighbors that's going off, because the laws will be written in our inward parts, and there won't be going off, man. There won't be no manner of sin. Okay, we'll be righteous. We'll be in the kingdom living righteously. Telling these other nations how they should ordain themselves, how they should act, because we will be the governors, we will be the rulers. Okay, that's why we always bring out 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, because we're coming to the end of America, we're coming to the end of Esau, the so-called white man's rulership. Okay, his age in rulership. And who's going to be up next to rule? Jacob, which represents the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, we will be the righteous governors of the earth. All right. So I want to go here, Revelations 21 verse 1. Okay, and this is going to go into no more sorrows for people, no more pain. All that will all be wiped away very soon. So you just need to be patient, and wait. And we're supposed to occupy ourselves till the Lord come. So we're supposed to be occupied in what? These scriptures. We're supposed to be occupied in prophecies. Alright? Just occupy yourself in righteousness. Okay? And you'll learn that and gain that through the spirit of Yahawashi by what? Being inside these scriptures. Okay? That's why also it's noted, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Okay? Revelation 21 verse 1, it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High, or coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay, and we know this new city, speaking of who? Israel. Okay, also referred to as Zion. All right, because the Heavenly Father likened us, to a woman. So that new city that will be coming down from heaven will just be like a city? No, it's talking about the people. Okay, the people that, or I'll say the elect that was beamed up into the chariots, they will be the new city coming down. Okay, on earth. He who have an ear, let him hear. Verse 3 says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven, saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High, or verbatim, it says, well, God is with men. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself, it shall be with them, and be their God. Here go the point, verse 4. It says, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Right, okay? So there will be no more sorrow, there will be no more crying, there will be no more pain. Okay? You won't have to watch your loved ones sick every day. Dying from cancer, getting shot down in the street, because their blood pressure is too high. Their diabetes is skyrocketed. All the different pain that our people are going through, won't be no more of that. It will all be wiped away. Okay? And this is what we proclaim. This is the things that we want. Okay? We're sick of this place. This is nothing but pollution. Okay? Eating fake foods. You don't have clean water. The music is terrible. It just promotes nothing but homosexuality. Just like far as the movies as well. It promotes adultery. Just all manners of wickedness. Drink till you drop, smoke till you drop. Just do whatever you want, man. And we're sick of that. Alright, but verse 5 it says, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write. And he said unto me, write, for these words true and faithful. Right, which we know is the scriptures. Okay. Now I want to jump to verse 10. Okay. It says, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High. Right, and you got to remember, this is John the Revelator. Okay, he was on the island of Patmos. Okay. Verse 11, having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, and even like a jasper stone, clear as a crystal. Right, and this is the kingdom that he's seeing. All right. Verse 12, it says, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Okay, so that cuts that madness that people are saying the kingdom is for everyone. All right, the kingdom of heaven is for the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Verse 13, it says, on the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. Right, and who's the Lamb? The Lamb is also being referred to as Yahawashi. Okay, he is also referred to as that Lamb without blemish. Okay, meaning no sin. Okay, no guile. All right. So the point being made is that this is all being set up for the kingdom of heaven. You know, no more sorrows, no more curses, no more pain for a people. And first and foremost, no more wickedness. Cause the wicked, this is gonna get put out, man. All right, let's get that real fast. Job 18:5. It says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine." Okay. And who we know who's the wicked right now? Who is the nation of the wicked? Is Esau, the so-called white man. Because we know he is the border of wickedness. He is the son of perdition. Alright, which means the son of destruction. He is the wicked. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's running the earth right now? Who's governing everything? Okay. Esau, the so-called white man. So the earth is given into his hands, you know, because we know that time and chance happen to them all, and the earth is given to the hand of the bases of men. You know, I know I'm quoting that wrong, you know, but the bases of men govern the earth right now, and we know Esau is a base man. You know, he's just giving his time to rule, you know. But the point is, the light of the wicked shall be put out. Okay, and this is real. It's gonna be real soon, and it's gonna be put out when America is destroyed. All right, this is the point I'm getting at, and it's gonna be a memorial for the children of Israel, the true memorial. Okay, Isaiah 60, verse 18. Right, and when you read above, you know, this is talking about the kingdom, all right? When you read, you know, above the 18th verse, you know, because, you know, it's speaking of the Israelites ruling, you know, the Gentiles being the other nations, you know, being servants into the children of Israel. Okay, speaking of, if y'all don't choose to serve us, then y'all gonna be punished, you know. Things like that. So y'all going to serve us in the kingdom. Okay. But verse 18, I want to get the point. It says, "Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy wall salvation, and thy gates praise." Okay. So there's going to be no violence. There's going to be no wickedness. There's just going to be all righteousness established in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. So it says, "Violence shall no more be heard in thy land." Okay. So I just wanted to get that clear, you know, about, you know, what is truly coming for us in the kingdom, and it's gonna be just so beautiful. I can't even, you know, imagine or really speak on how the kingdom will be. You know, it just give us little glimpse of it, of, you know, how it's going to be in the scriptures, you know, what it's going to look like, you know, how things will be governed, you know, but ultimately we'll just see when we get there. Okay, which will be real soon, because this earth cannot go on in this wickedness for long, you know. Isaiah 2 verse 5. This is also speaking on the kingdom as well, meaning backing up my statement, which there's won't be no more violence. Okay, Isaiah 2 verse 1, it says, "The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass that in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations shall flow into it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." Now, is that happening right now? No. Okay, this is the other nations are not following the ways of the Lord. Okay, they're not following the ways of Yahawah, Yahawashi. Okay, these other nations is following their own wicked, vain customs. Okay, these people want to do what they want. Actually, they're following the ways of Satan right now. Okay, that's who they're following. Okay, and this is all going to happen when the kingdom of heaven is set up, and when the children of Israel will be back in their homeland. Okay, which is the land of Israel. Okay, because the real Jews, okay, which is the so-called Negroes over here in America, they're not in their land yet. Okay, right now you have the fake Jews, which are the Amalekites over there proclaiming to be the real Jews in that land. You know, I'm gonna just go on. Verse 4 says, and he shall judge among the nations, and he shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Right, so they're going all their war instruments they're going to make to what? Farming instruments. Okay, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Just like I read in Isaiah 60th chapter, there shall be no more violence in the land. Okay, now are the real Jews are they in the land of Israel now? No. Okay, because here go different prophecies how you know that the real Jews are not in their homeland yet. Okay, because it says when the real Jews are in their homeland, there shall be no more war, there shall be no more violence. And there have been wars and violence since the fake Jews got over to that land of Israel. Okay, so basically when we take control, there's going to be no more violence. And when I say we, meaning the order, the Heavenly Father, His Son, King David, 144,000, okay, of the men of Israel, right? And then the rest of the nation under it. Okay. So verse 5 it says, O house of Jacob, come ye, let us walk in the light of the Lord. Okay. So that's how that's how we're gonna carry ourselves. Okay, we're gonna walk our way. We're gonna walk in the light of the Lord. Okay, we're gonna follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. Because I already said, brought it out. That's gonna be written in our inward parts. Okay. Now I want to bring out because America to be destroyed, all right? Because a lot of you people, you think America's not in the Bible, which clearly it is, and you believe this place is gonna go forever and not be destroyed. Jeremiah 50 verse 1 says the word that the Lord spake against Babylon, against the land of the Chaldeans, by Jeremiah the prophet. Now I'm going to jump to verse 11. It says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because you are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and below as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded. And that mother is speaking of that's talking about England, because we know England birthed America. Okay, and the Lord's heritage, speaking in the 11th verse, who's the Lord's heritage? Israel. Okay, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be as a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Because the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished at and hissed at all her plagues. Right, so all you other nations, okay, you're going to be astonished at Babylon. Okay, you're going to hiss at her plagues.